So I'm just going ahead and get into it. I was just going through. I was I was just handling business. So boom, tell y'all about the dream. So in my dream, it all started off as it was me and some other people, like people that I ain't never seen before in my life, and I seen some people that I did see before in my life. So boom, it looked like we was at a carnival or something, some type of like carnival, right? So boom, we was on the train, and we was on the little train track, just going in circles. Like you know how at a carnival they just go do this and they be swerving a little train, man. Like real talk. So then, boom, it was the little train had stopped. I thought we were having fun, so we hopped off the train, and it was like we right here, but on that side over there, it was a truck just pulled up, and I ain't see the driver. I don't know who was driving. I ain't never seen it all. I ain't never seen no driver in there yet. So I just hopped inside the truck, and when I hopped inside the truck, that's when some people that was on the train, they hopped inside the truck too. And so the truck had went straight, and then it had turned it turned left. It turned left, and I hopped out the truck. Then when I hopped out the truck, the people that hopped in the truck, they hopped out too. We didn't go through a door. We didn't go through no type of door. We just went inside that house that was on our left. I don't know who house that was, but we just went into it. Everybody was just, it wasn't that many people, but it was a lot of people inside that little house. And then, boom, next thing you know, I'm looking outside. I wasn't outside, yeah, I'm just looking straight outside, like looking straight through the walls and all that. And when I'm looking outside, I saw people in the big field, like a field that it's a field that is not on this earth, nowhere near on this earth. That field was so big, man. That field was real big, right? And I'm just looking at all the people that was outside, and they were having a good time. I saw people, they were barbecuing, and then they was like bumping to like them different songs and all that junk. And then everybody that's inside their house, we was bumping. We was turned up, right? But I wasn't paying attention to the ones that was inside the house with me. It was some people we was at the front. Some people in the front, including me. And there was some people on the left side at the back. I'm in the living room, and there's some people to my left. They was in the living room too. And all our songs, we was in there turned up, like I said, turned up like a mug. Like I'm thinking we had just having fun. But I ain't worried about the ones that's in the house with me. I'm looking at the people outside in that field. They were so turned. I'm like, yeah, them folks ain't playing outside. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm just looking at them. And then all of a sudden, the ones that I was in the house with, all the songs and all that junk just went down. It just stopped. But I was so into them people that was outside until I stopped looking outside. I closed my eyes. When I closed my eyes and I opened my eyes, I looked to the left of me. I'm like, I wanted to ask him, like, man, what happened to the songs and all that junk? But when I turned to them, have y'all ever played that game, Mortal Kombat? And you got that little, you ever played with that character named Sub-Zero, the one that frees people? Yeah, them people, they was frozen, like real life froze. Like Sub-Zero probably just came in there and just blast them folks, and they just like froze, like doing all type of jump, but they was just stuck, couldn't move. I'm finna show y'all what they look like right here. So they looked exactly like that, right? And I'm like, I started panicking, but not panicking, like panicking. I was just like, why y'all froze for? There's number one, me being dumb inside the dream, right? So I'm like, nah, I ain't even finna stay up in here. I'm finna dip. Like, I'll holler at y'all folk. So the house didn't have a front door. And it didn't have no windows. Like, what's the point of even having a window when I could look through the wall? You know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm like, dang. I'm like, it ain't no way to get out. Cause I ain't see no door and I ain't see no windows. And then to my back in a dream, like all the way down there, I thought I saw a door in order for me to go out that house. So I went to that door. So when I went back there, number two, me being dumb inside the dream. I went back there. It wasn't a door. It was just a wall. So I turned around, went back in the living room. I looked left, and I see them people. They still frozen. I'm like, man, these folks still frozen? Boom. I'm like, dang, I need to get up out of here. So I started looking around, and again, I turned, and I thought I saw a freaking door. So I went ahead, so I walked all the way down that hall, just for it to be a wall again, right? So boom. Yeah. So boom. I'm like, man. So I turned around. Yeah, I turned back around and I walked back into the living room. I went down that hall, walked right back into the living room. And I looked to my left again. I'm like, dang, these folks froze. I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here. So I turned back around, looked down that hall. I'm like, oh, it's a door. So I went down that hall, just so it can be another door. But it wasn't a door. That's what I thought. So I went right back down that hall, because I thought I saw a door. And when I went down that hall, it was a wall. So I turned back around, walked right into the living room again. I looked to the left of me. I'm like, dang, these folks still froze? Dang, I gotta get up out of here. So I went back down that hall. I went right back down that hall, because I thought I saw a door so I could be able to get out of there. So when I went down that hall, come to find out, shh, don't tell nobody. It was a wall. Real talk. So I went back down that hall again. It's like I was just, it ain't like I was just doing the same thing over and over and over again inside that dream of no way of an escape. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't leave for nothing. So I went back down that freaking hall, went into the living room, looked to my left, and them folks still froze. And again, I went back down that hall. So when I went back down that hall, and this is a good one right here. When I went back down that hall, right? I went straight back down that hall. Then boom. It was just another wall. So I just, turned around and I went back into the living room. But before I went into the living room, I saw a door to my right. That one right there. And the door was wide open. I looked to my left and I looked at them people. I'm like, nah, I'm finna dip on everything. So when I say I'm finna dip, I got up out of there. But when I got up out of there, you would think that if you being stuck with no way of an escape, you would think that you would just hop on that porch and just jump off the front porch. Man, I messed around and I ran up out that door, ran out that door, and then the 3 steps in the front. Then this thing I stopped and I started just going down the 3 steps, like real talk, like what? You would think that you would hop up off that doggone porch and hop in the grass or whatever, or the street. I really just went down them 3 steps. So when I went down them 3 steps, I started to look at that field. Yeah, I started to look at the field. I'm like, dang, man. Ooh. The field is no field on earth that looks like that field that I saw in my dream. That field was real, like that just was feeling like real talk, like yeah. So this thing, man, I'm just looking at the grass. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, dang, that grass looks so good, man. That grass looks too good. And then to my right side, I saw a tree. It was a tree, something like this. This one right here. I'm just looking up at it, like, dang. Like, this one looks so good. And the leaves on the tree, they was white, like pearly white, straight up white. And I'm looking at the grass. I'm like, dang, man, how long was I gone, dog? How long was I in that doggone? How long was I stuck in that house? I'm like, this don't look so good, man. It looks so good outside. In that grass, yeah, it was greener, like real green. The trees, the branches that's on the tree, the leaves that's on the tree. Yeah, the leaves that's on the tree, it was, yeah, again, like I said, it was pearly white. Like, it looked so good, bro. So in Revelation, if you read the Bible KJV, in Revelation they say, in Revelation 3, verse 8 to 9, he said, I know thy works. I've set an open door before thee that no man can shut. And there was the door that I went out of. That door that Jesus set before me that no man can shut. Right? And so boom, I'm just so amazed. In the dream, I'm so amazed at the grass. I'm so amazed at the big field. At the tree. I'm like, that joint looks so good, bro. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, what have I been? How long have I been in there? I couldn't escape for nothing. I could not escape. And when Jesus said that I've set a door before thee that no man can shut. As I'm looking outside, as I'm looking at the grass and the trees and the big field and stuff, behind me, that door slammed shut. Boom! And I ended up right there in front of the house. The house wasn't no longer on the left. It was still on the left, but it was like diagonal. I was diagonal from it. And all I saw was that house with them people, them frozen people in. That house just went up. The house went up. You just went up in the sky. The Holy Spirit woke me up. Don't go back to what God brought you from. Like, real talk. Don't go back to it. Because if you do, you're going to be stuck in your past with no way of an escape. You're going to be stuck just like the people that I saw in my dream. They was frozen. They couldn't leave. They couldn't move. They couldn't do nothing. They were just frozen. Real talk. On everything. Cause like I said, I thought we were having fun. Boy, I'm trying to say, I thought we were having too much fun. Like, I thought I was turned up. I was not turned up, bro. There was the facade of the enemy. Everybody enemy. Cause I really thought that I was thought I was having fun. But I won. It was just a trap. To try to trap me in what our Heavenly Father God has brought me from. You know, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? yeah. I ain't even gonna be here for long, man. I'm just finna just pull up, you know. I'm just, pull up and have a little fun, then I'm gonna go back home. Turns out, ain't no telling how long I was stuck inside that house. And I was just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, just doing the same thing. And them was lies. Cause it's like, boom. I thought I saw a door at the back, down the hall. Turns out, like I said, it was not a door. And I went to the front, looked at the people. And I kept on saying, nah, I ain't standing here. So I went back down that hall, because I thought I saw a door. Turns out, it was a wall. I was just doing that jump for so long. Ain't no telling how long I was doing it, but it was just so long. So long. I was just stuck. I was stuck, just doing the same thing over and over again. Until Jesus came and set that door. Till Jesus came and set that door wide open. Man, look, hey, please don't go back. Please don't go back. Please don't. Because if you go back, it's going to be hard for you to make it to the right side. If you go to the left side, it's going to be hard for you to make it to the right. Because the enemies, they're going to think, nah, they ain't going to think nothing. The enemies, they're going to be like, they're going to massage your mind with full of freaking lies. Like, real talk. Full of lies and deceptions and facades. Don't do that, bro. But, yeah.